Hello, my name is Naomi Thomas, and I will be discussing Richard Wright's The Man Who Was Almost a Man. This short story expands on seeking identity, power, and a young man's rite of passage. Amongst others, Dave exhibits childlike or naive behavior that even has the town questioning his status as a young man. Dave experiences being treated like a child and has very few options in escaping this treatment in order to grow as a young adult. In this short story, Dave experiences challenges with his breakthrough to adulthood. He works on a farm that gives his parents his pay. He asks for his own money. He begs for a gun that he closes his eyes to shoot, and he fears punishment of his parents. In addition, his naive beliefs that owning a gun will allow him to be a man are also examples of his naive thought process. He wants a gun and thinks that if he shoots, will be a man. However, it is unclear where he learned of this since even his father doesn't have a gun. For most young boys, shooting guns is natural and taught at a young age, but for Dave, his father did not give him the opportunity to shoot a gun since he himself did not have one. Dave desires power and to be treated as a man. He thinks that no one can tell him anything with a gun. He believes he is powerful and can kill anyone or anything. Similarly to Dave, young men in this country look to weapons in order to experience power. Guns solve problems for them. This is a recurring issue we see on our news channels every week. Violence arises, and it's because parents don't hold their children accountable. Young men seeking power through weapons aren't taught accountability that makes them young, mature, and responsible men. Just like young men who aren't taught to be accountable, Dave isn't as well. His parents don't treat him as a 17-year-old man. He wants to be able to prove he is powerful when in reality he isn't, and won't be without the decision to experience real life without parents who treat you like a child. After Dave experiences his punishment from Mr. Hawkins and his parents, he becomes aware of the reality that he will always be working and treated like a child if he stays home. His final breakthrough to manhood was jumping onto the train that will take him far away from home. In this short story, we learn about a young man's rite of passage through the search for power. Young men have been searching for power for decades, and this short story brings those problematic desires to the forefront.